Hello, hi, good evening and good afternoon where you are. This is Oral Bliss TV, and today is Memorial Day in the United States, and I am home right behind my avocado that I plant. We in Jamaica would call it pear tree. Good evening, and how are you doing? And I am Oral, your host, and here I am relaxing, taking it easy and just giving God thanks for the fresh air, the breath of life, and for a stress free life. Today, I'm going to talk about what would you do if you found out that your fiance cheated on you? What action would you take? Would you accept them back into your life? Would you forgive them? A lot of people do things in an upsetting way. Like my mother always says, you don't drink her tea when it's hot. A lot of people make decisions based on the way they are upset. Some regret what they have done, but in my opinion, I think that it's normal for you to get upset, but a lot of people says, oh, it's easy for me to say, and but take it from your prospect side. What if it was you? What if it is you? How would you feel to know how the person will react against you? Put yourself into that situation, even though you tell yourself that you would not cheat, because we are all not perfect. But what I'm saying is that put yourself into that person's shoes. Put yourself and ask yourself, what would the person do towards you if he or she found out that you were cheating? We are all not perfect. And sometimes when we found out that our partners are cheating, sometimes we ourselves are doing the same thing. It's just that we don't get caught, but they get caught. So in a way, I know that people are gonna get upset, angry, aggressive, and some take it to the next level that they even kill the person. But for me, I look at it at a different angle. I would be upset. I would be mad, but I would go for a walk. I would go for a drive. I would leave the house. And when I calm down, then I will deal with the situation. It's not everybody can speak like me. It's not everybody thinks the way how I think, but someone that who understand about life, who understand that what if it was me, how would the other half react? What if I make a mistake? It don't have to be cheating, but it could be telling a lie or found out that you were lying to your partner. It could be something else. It don't have to be cheating. And ask yourself if your partner would give you a chance, or if he or she would talk it over with you. You put yourself into the situation. We are all not perfect, and sometimes we take it out as if we were never we never do nothing wrong in God's sight and in man's sight. But yet still we treat the other half as if it's the worst thing that ever happened, and it's the biggest crime that ever happened. Don't get me wrong, when a person cheat on your wife or your husband go out and cheat, it's very hard to take in. It's very upsetting. It's drive people nuts. It you have to be strong. Your mind have to be there to say, you know what, I need a walk. I need to go out and come back. I can't deal with this right now because of the anger that I have within me. Because if I react, probably somebody gonna get hurt, and probably I'm gonna go to prison. Have any of you ever think like the way I'm saying now? Don't act in an angry way. I think it's hurt, it's harsh, it's painful, but I think we all should take some people said count from 1 to 10. You need to not to make a decision right away, because if you do, it probably gonna hurt you for the rest of your life. It can be, it could be, it's something that can get you into prison. Because some people, I remember this incident that occurred. I remember I was reading something online that this farm worker, a Jamaican man from Manchester, he was in Canada on a farm work, and somebody called him and tell him that his wife is cheating on him, and they have a 12-year-old son together, and he was in a heating range. That is why I said to you guys, you don't need to make a decision when you are hungry. He was in a heated to come to Jamaica. His time is not up for him to leave Canada to come down. But the hungry, the heated moment that he heard what happened, and he just want to come down to get the wife. He just want to come down to do what he have in mind to do. And a lot of time, people who are bringing news to you, they just want your relationship to be torn apart. A lot of time, people bringing news to you because they are looking something from you. So basically, they are creating a scenario, meaning that even though people tell a lot of lies on people, people might see you and this lady or this guy talking, and they don't know what you're talking about, but they put 1 and 2 together in them head and say, oh, they are together. No evidence whatsoever. They just see you and the person talking, and then just say you and them together. And the moment they carry that news to the other person, the person get hungry. The person want to come and face that individual who want to be with his wife or husband. So basically, I think a lot of people should look into themselves and don't take hearsay. I think they should have more evidence and not just a word of mouth, because a lot of time people just want your relationship to be torn apart. They are not happy to know that you are happily together and they are not. So this individual from Canada left from Canada before time, come to Jamaica and go straight down to his home to ask the wife if the wife know Mr. Brown. The wife said yes, and he killed her there. He cut her throat in front of the 12-year-old boy. So based on that now, you don't take time out to ask questions. You don't take time out to investigate the eat and the urge that you are into. Don't care what anybody tells you or anybody say to you. In your mind, you make up your mind already to do what you're gonna do, and to what? Kill the person. And guess what? He's in prison. He's in prison. So what I'm trying to say is it worth it? Is it worth it to lose your freedom? Is it worth it to lose your wife? Is it worth it to lose your child? Because you're gonna go to prison for the rest of your life, for many years, and your son gonna grow up without knowing you. Your wife, who you claims that you're in love with, you have killed her. How can you love somebody and care for somebody and you turn around and cut their throat? How dare you? You never loved that person. Because if you really love that person and you know that person for many years, All you need to do is to come down and find out what is going on. Give the person an opportunity to declare herself, to make you know what is exactly going on. You can't just come and take law in your hand. You don't give life, and yet still you are taking life. You are taking somebody's life because guess of what? You heard by word and mouth to say that the person is involved with another man. That is ignorancy, that is dark, and that is illiterate. And that is amongst Caribbean African men. A lot of time they hear things about their girlfriend, they hear things about their wife, but they don't take time out to find out the root of what is going on and what is happening, the evidence. They listen to word and mouth and they react on their feelings and what they have heard. And many times, these individuals who carry news and tell them, they want the person themselves, but they don't know how to do it. So what they do is they create a chaos and destroy the person's life. But to the end, they are not going to get that person, and that person not going to get them, because guess what? They are going to prison for a long time. So all of you guys out there and ladies, I'm not leaving out you. When you heard something like that about your spouse, instead of taking it upon yourself to do something which you're going to regret for the rest of your life, you need to stop and think. You need to take a walk. You need to leave the house or go somewhere and blow off that steam. And when you are calmed down, then you deal with the situation. You don't deal with it in a rush, in a upsetting way, because you're gonna regret for the rest of your life, because your whole entirely life change. You're gonna lose everything you're going to lose. So ask yourself, does it worth to lose everything? Does it worth to go into prison to mix with those other prisoners there, and you don't even know if you're going to come back out alive? So why put yourself through that drama, through that horror movie, I would call it? Left your freedom, and because of hearsay and ignorancy and upsetting and you name it, you gonna kill the person who you say you love? Come on, we are adults now, and it's a modern time now. Leave that ignorancy and put it aside. Stop take hearsay and do your own investigation. Stop listen to a second person. Hearsay cannot go to court. You need to have evidence. You need to get to the bottom of things before you act. A lot of people get killed by hearsay, and they don't take time out to say, you know what, let me stop and think. Let me find out myself. I'm going to give you a scenario. One time I was working at this company, and when I started to work there, one of the supervisors tells me bad things about the other supervisor, because I did not know. I just started to work there, and he was telling me, oh, the supervisor is bad, or this, that, and this, that. Don't join them, don't group up with them, don't talk to them. But you know what? I am not taking his word for it. I want to prove it myself. And I did work with that supervisor, and when I found out, it was all a lie. Because what he was trying to do is trying to create, he wanted to turn me against the other person by telling me all these things. But knowing me, I am better off than that. I don't like to take hearsay, because I see what hearsay do to people, and I am very mature than that. So what I did was I take my time and I found out things myself, and I realized everything that that person said about the other person was a lie, because I work with the person and I found out that the person even better, a better person, a better personality than that previous person that was talking, telling me about the other guy. So I learn every day as an adult, and I think you should take a page out of my book. What I'm trying to say, guys, you need to stop take hearsay. You need to stop act on hearsay. Try get your facts together. Try to get the real evidence before you react, because what gonna happen, you're gonna lose everything, and you're gonna get locked away for a long time. So stop and think before you act, and you will be all, everything will be fine. There and then you can find out, when you find out the evidence, you can decide where to go from there, if it is true or if it is not true. Well, this is my opinion on if you found out that your fiance is cheating on you. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's Oral Bless TV. Come on board and leave your comments on things that I said. If it makes sense, leave your comments and tell me about what I have talked about. How would you react if you found out that your fiance has been cheating on you? Would you left the person? Would you kill the person? Would you react in a different manner? What would you do? Would you walk away? Come on board and share your experience with me. Remember, guys, just be a man, and ladies, just be a woman. And remember, get the facts right. Get your evidence. Do your own investigation. And just don't take hearsay, because a lot of times hearsay is just something that made up, something that is not true, something what somebody see, two-person talking, and then the whole community or the whole village know that, oh, John Brown and Miss Mary are together because Miss did what them talk. You don't know what they are talking about. You don't know, you just assume, speculation about all these things. So get the facts before you react, or else you're gonna spend the rest of your life in prison, or probably you're gonna die, who knows. So just do the right thing, guys, and everything will be fine. Have yourself a good evening and a prosperous one love and peace, and remember to love each other, hug each other, and have yourself a wonderful evening. One love. Bye for now.